I would like to shout out Craig J for sending me this story that is coming out of Arkansas. Now, before I even get into this, I need to know, and this is a rhetorical question against you, I probably know where I'm headed with this. Is Me Too going to say anything about the story that I'm about to bring to you? My guess is hell no, even though they should. So in this picture, you see a woman by the name of Brittni Gray, and they say, allegedly, she's 23. That is a stone cold struggling 23 years of age. This woman looks at least 43. Like, she's aging. This woman has hit the wall already. But we're not here to talk about her looks. We're here to talk about what she did and the outcome of her actions. This woman is 23 years old. She was having relations with a 14-year-old boy. But now, not only did she have a sexual relationship with this boy, she's now also pregnant by this boy. Like, this reminds me so much of Mary Kay Letourneau. Like, this literally is Mary Kay Letourneau. I think she was a little bit older. I think she was in her 30s, but that doesn't excuse anything. This boy is 14 and she's 23. There's damn near a 10-year age gap between them, and he's not of legal age of consent to have sex with this grown adult, and she should have known better. Now, watch, she's probably going to pull some act like she was brainwashed or she was coerced or some shit to doing this. Had she been in California, she probably been able to get away with it. But let me go ahead and get into the story. A woman who has been charged with allegedly raping a 14-year-old boy repeatedly over the course of a year is now pregnant with his child. Brittni Gray, age 23, allegedly, from Arkansas, was arrested earlier this month after police received 2 tips about the alleged relationship. On February 28th last year, police were told about Gray's alleged sexual relationship with a then 13-year-old boy through a child abuse hotline. Local news station KAIT reported. Another tip was received in September from someone who allegedly saw Gray having sex with the boy. The same person told police the pair had allegedly been having a sexual relationship for over a year. In an affidavit seen by the local news station, Detective Rhonda Thomas said Gray is currently pregnant with the victim's child. Medical records confirm Gray is currently pregnant. Video footage was obtained showing the alleged victim and the alleged offender entering hospital together during a recent visit to the emergency room. The affidavit led Greene County District Court Judge Daniel Stidham to determine there was probable cause to arrest Gray on sexual assault charges. Gray was arrested on March 1st and released on bond. Why was she released on bond? This bitch should still be locked up. Like, she had sexual relationship with this boy for over a year since he was 13. So that means since she was 22. And now she's pregnant. They didn't say how many months, but that's besides the point. The medical records show that she is pregnant. So that means if this medical record showing that she's pregnant, that means she probably most likely went in for a checkup. Like, she probably took a pregnancy test and probably went to a doctor, and that's how they determined they were pregnant. Now, I wonder, like, how the doctors feel now knowing that the person that got her pregnant was the little boy that she came to the hospital with, because I'm sure she didn't tell them that the boy that's with her is the father of her child. She probably said, oh, this is just like a family member or something, or a younger brother. She probably said something along those lines. But then again, the woman is sick. That's all we need to know. That needs to be said. And I'm glad that they put the words rape in there, because a lot of times when it comes to women and them doing stuff like this, they oftentimes like to leave the word rape out of there, even though that's what she did. She was raping this little boy. And now she's pregnant with his child. This boy has not completed being a kid yet, and now he's a child, about to have a child with a grown woman. I don't know what his home life is like, or how his family did not see the signs that he was messing around with this grown woman. But if I was his mother, she would have been gotten her wig pulled back. Because now it's like 9 times out of 10, she's most likely going to have the child. They didn't specify how many months long she is. It just says that she's pregnant. And they released her on bond. Like, she needs to be in jail. Because what's to stop this boy from continuing to see her? or from her trying to continue to see him. This is stories like this I don't like. It's bad enough when you have people who mess with little kids, but now a child is about to be brought into the world as a consequence of this. And she is to blame 100%. Because she was the one that should have been the responsible adult and should have known better than to get mixed up with a child. You mean to tell me you couldn't find anybody around your age or of legal age or a little bit older? You had to mess with a 14-year-old. Now, I know in some states that the consent laws, the age of consent, are 16, but I know they're not 14. I don't know what it is in Arkansas. I want to say there's a 17. I could be wrong. But even then, that's a 3-year difference. So he's still a minor. Like, this story and stories like this needs to be pushed more, because if it was the other way around and it was a 23-year-old man messing around with a 14-year-old girl and the girl got pregnant, they would have blew this thing all up in the news. Me Too and Time's Up and whoever else of them feminine groups would have been all over this. But see, when it's a woman, then all this stuff was going on with her. She wasn't in her right mind. A whole bunch of excuses would have came pouring out of the would have been poured out the bucket, and y'all know it. But yeah, this chick is out of her damn mind. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure that you text the number that's pinned down in the comments below to receive notifications every time I upload a new video or go live.